First, I'm doing this because there's been a couple people ask exactly how do you make almond milk. Well, it starts with this. I go to Costco and I buy a 3-pound bag of almonds. This bag will make about 4 batches total, maybe 3.5 batches. Each batch will make close to a gallon, a little over a gallon actually. And so what you do is you take 3 cups of almonds, I measure them, and then I put them in a pot of water. 3 cups of almonds. As you can see, I cover the almonds with water and I let them soak for a minimum of 24 hours. These almonds have been soaking at least a day and a half, and by doing that the almonds will literally double in size. And so what you want to do, if you look, you can see there's a lot of sediment inside. You don't want any of that in your almond milk, so you rinse it off. So I'm just going to pour them in a colander and I'm going to run some water over them, and I'm going to rinse them really good. You don't want any of that sediment on your almonds, and you'll see why as we progress with this project. So I've rinsed them really good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 cup, just a level cup of almonds, and I'm going to put it in my blender. This is not a fancy blender, it's cheap. It has 2 speeds, it has a high and a low. Other than that, there's nothing really to write home to mom about. I have some organic dates that I buy at Whole Foods. For each batch you want 3 pitted dates. And you know, they're pretty easy to pit. You just cut them in half, open them up, take the seed out, throw it in. Again, you just cut it in half. These are still a little cold. They'll get easier to open as they sit out for a little while. Take the seed out, throw it in. And a third one. See how easy that was? Take the seed out, throw it in. I also have here a milk nut bag. I got it at rawsomecreations.com. They're not very expensive. They last a long time. And you're going to need one of these. I've used some sieves before. They don't really work too good. The almond milk bag works really great, and I just sort of put it inside this pitcher. Now the trick here is in the very beginning of this, and what you want to do is you want to fill up just barely to the top. See how that's just barely to the top, and there's still a little bit out of this 1 cup. I've set aside a 1 cup and 2 cups of water, and I'm going to use them for this 1 batch, but I'm not going to use it all at one time. We're going to put our lid on, make sure it's down really good and tight, and it's going to get loud, so we're going to get it started here. really silky and creamy there. That's what you want. You want that kind of consistency. You want to just slowly add the rest of the water. Okay, so you're wondering how much did that make? Those 3 cups of almonds that I soaked in water for about a day and a half. Well, it made 2 half-gallon and a quarter. This is probably, yeah, another quart. So it made 1 gallon and a quart. And so I know you're wondering, hey, I saw some chocolate back there. What are you going to do with the chocolate? Well, that's a good question. I'm going to show you right now. So I've got some already filtered milk. I cleaned my blender and I'm going to pour some in the bottom. So this is 1 half-gallon. So for 1 half-gallon, I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it. 4 tablespoons of chocolate. That's it. Cover this back up. Let me cover this back up, put this on low. And we're going to mix. It's got a lot of froth to it. That'll shrink down as it sits. So as you can see, that one whole thing won't all pour in here, mainly because of the froth. But that's okay. Yep. Get our lid. Clamp it down. You can see the froth in here from about there to there is nothing but a bunch of air. And it's going to go in the cooler. And then, guess what? We're gonna do the next batch. Why? Because as my pop would say, everything is better with chocolate. Yeah, chocolate will make just about anything better. Alrighty then, so we're all finished. We have 1 gallon and a quart, all chocolate almond milk. Now, all of this that I strained out of the milk nut bag, you don't want to throw that away. That's yummy, yummy stuff right there. If you take it and you put it in an oven and you turn it on a little bit and just dry it out, or you could put it in a dehydrator if you have one and dry it out, that would make some awesome, awesome almond flour.